Hello, my friends, and welcome to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel. Please put like, and if you are new to this channel, please subscribe if you like this type of contents. So yesterday I made a video where I showed this town in Apulia region, Lecce Province, called Racale or Racale. And so I gave a general view of this town. I talk about the housing price market, and I also showed a few properties for sale. So today video I want to go just on one of the properties. I want to go deep just in one of the properties that I found yesterday for sale on Idealista.it. So, and today I decided to make a video just about this property here. Now, let me enter into the property and let's talk about this property. Now, so we have a detached house for sale in Via Macallè 31, 31. That's the Italian for 31. So, is in Racale. They're asking 62,000 euros. We are talking about 100 square meters, 5 room and parking included. Now, I choose this house because I don't see major renovation works. I find the price quite interesting for the house itself. And so let's start by reading the description of the house, and then we are going to show the pictures. So, Racale, in the heart of Racale, we offer for sale a detached house of approximately 100 square meters, ideal for those seeking for comfort and functionality. Located on the ground floor, the house consists of an entrance hall with a star vault ceiling, a double bedroom with a double pointed star vault, a small bedroom with a star vault, a living room, a kitchen, and a bathroom, an outdoor space, a small outdoor space, a terrace adds further outdoor space, perfect for summer dinners or enjoying the mild climate of the area. Mild climate, I'd say more in the evenings because not during the daytimes, or in the mid-season, which are spring and autumn. I'd say not really useful during the summer. So a terrace adds further outdoor space, perfect for the summer dinners and enjoying the mild climate of the area. A garage completes the property, offering convenience and security for vehicles. The house, anyway, a garage is always a plus to have extra space, also as a storage room. The house is equipped with air conditioning and water mains connection. This housing solution represents an interesting opportunity for those wishing to live in a quiet area without sacrificing essential services. As I said yesterday, Racale is not far from bigger towns. Anyway, Racale is under 20,000 inhabitants. It's not far from Gallipoli and a few other towns around. So there are services, and it's not far from the sea. We are talking about 6 kilometers, 6 7 kilometers from the sea. So it's much more convenient to not buy just on the sea, simply because during the wintry months, these areas on the seas might be less active than a town which is in the inland. All right, so basically we read the description, basic features: detached house, one floor, 100 square meters built, 5 rooms, one bathroom, garage and parking space included in the price, which is good because the parking spaces are quite expensive in these towns. Second hand needs renovating. Yes, it is in a bit in need of renovation. Not massively, not massively. Built in 1960 means that was built before 1960, so it requires, for example, um, less certifications when a building in Italy was built before 1960. Central heating, anyway, individual heating, energy efficiency rating, whatever. Small piece of, there's no garden. I mean, I haven't seen in the pictures any garden. So let's start investigating a bit the property itself. So let's start here from the bedroom. Now, what can I say about the bedroom? First of all, it looks quite spacious. So I like when a bedroom is quite spacious. Here, it seems like you can put even two or three double beds, just for saying. I mean, because the size of the bedroom. Obviously, the fascinating star vaulted ceiling, which was called double star vaulted ceiling. That's what was called. So, for people who like this type of ceiling, which is a must if they want to buy this type of houses. Anyway, this house has this type of requirements. Then another plus for me is the floor, because I find really attractive this type of floor. Obviously, the floor is not new, but nowadays there is the fashion, for example, to remake this type of floors. If you go in any shop tile in Italy, in particular in the south, you will see that they are selling new type of tiles following the style of the 50s and the 60s. So basically, I can see here this is probably the corridor which gives the from the main entrance. So probably from the corridor on the right you have the entrance for the bedroom. Then here I see an extra door, but we will investigate now while we are looking at the pictures. Okay, so here we are into the corridor. So probably behind who took the picture there is the main entrance door. It's a kind of enough wide space for this corridor. Generally, sometimes are even narrower. And then we also have the star vaulted ceiling here in the corridor. The floor here in the corridor is not the best. I'd say that it depends if after a good polish can be brought to a new life. I'm always in favor to keep the old one. Then obviously, if the floor is totally destroyed, I would say better to put a new one. But if it's possible to reuse or recover the old one, I'm always in favor of keeping the old one. It's the same, for example, as for the doors. I like the old style doors personally. So if it's possible to repaint or to fix in case they're not brand new, I would always try to keep these old one. Then everyone has different tastes, and someone might decide to put totally new doors. All right, then let's look at the following picture. Again, we are in the corridor. Here on the right, we have the entrance to the bedroom. Here, as far as I can see, or is the kitchen or is the living room. We'll investigate now while we are looking at the pictures. Okay, so basically this is the corridor with the view to the main entrance, and on the left with the entrance for the bedroom. So here we have the entrance from the main road. So that's interesting. All right, then let's look at, okay, here we have a picture of the star vaulted ceiling in the corridor. which anyway is particular, it's beautiful. We can't say anything about that. And here again, another picture of the bedroom. Another view of the bedroom. So the bedroom has a window facing probably the main road, actually facing the main road. Obviously, there are some little works that have to be done in the house. But anyway, let's investigating. Okay, here for example, I see a little cabinet, which I don't know what it is, but anyway, it seems like could be an extra storage space. Quite spacious again. I can say that it's a quite spacious bedroom. Okay, another view of the bedroom. This is the main entrance to the bedroom. All right, let's keep moving on. All right, here we have this particular star vaulted ceiling of the bedroom. Okay, now here we are into a new room that seems like it has as well this room another star vaulted ceiling. Okay, I guess this is the door, that extra door that we saw. Let me go back here. Okay, here there is an extra door from the bedroom. And so I guess that room has the entrance. Now let me go back again. Yes, I can see, because I can see the bed here. And so there is another, so it's a single bedroom. Floor again, nothing amazing, nothing to compare with the floor in the main bedroom, but anyway, it's about to understand the spaces of the house. Anyway, it's not very big, unless it could be used as not as a bedroom, but for example as an extra space. The space in the house, because it's an old construction, has to be investigated and decide how to use the spaces properly. All right, but so I see now if this room had only the entrance from the bedroom, I wouldn't have appreciated that. But because I see another entrance, so it means that this door can always stay closed. If I want to use this extra space just as a bedroom, I can always keep this door closed because there is access from another room. Okay, this is again the room from the other entrance. Okay, so this room has three doors. Now I'm trying to understand. There are three doors from this room. One is behind, who took the picture, which is the entrance to the other room. Here it seems like we are into the living room and dining room, and this could be the access to the kitchen. So anyway, I won't really use this space as a bedroom. I have to say, at the moment, I consider this house just as a one bedroom house. Okay, here we have the star vaulted ceiling. Okay, so basically this is dining room, is used as a dining room, while I would use it more as as a living room more than a dining room. We have a window facing the street, and here we have the entrance to the bathroom. Okay, at least the entrance to the bathroom is not from the kitchen. I don't like personally when the entrance is from the kitchen. So this is the door that brings you into the hall, to the corridor. This is the door for the bathroom, and this is the window facing the street. Again, bathroom, corridor on the right, and this is going to the small bedroom. Anyway, there are a bit too many doors in each room, but Anyway, this again is the shape of the house itself. Okay, now here we are again in the dining room, which I would use as a living room. The bathroom, let's say, it's not really old, but can always be upgraded and renovated. I'm always, um, anyway, we have a window in the bathroom, which is always good. Many bathrooms. It's not very big. Anyway, we have a shower. We don't have the tube in the bathroom. Okay. Anyway, with all the necessary. And then here we have the kitchen. Kitchen, I can see, for example, is newer comparing to the other part of the house. I can see because the floor is newer from the previous floors that we saw in the other rooms. Anyway, it's a quite spacious kitchen. It's a generous space. Maybe I don't know if it's possible to use this space. I'm trying to understand if I, for example, if I'm gonna use the little room here, the little bedroom, mm, as a kitchen. I don't know. Anyway, the space has to be investigated. It's not bad. We are talking about 100 square meters. So, anyway, here we are in the kitchen. Kitchen is not very small. Probably here there is a fireplace. I don't know if it's possible to use or not, but anyway, there is a fireplace. Um, all right. Again, another picture of the kitchen. Another. Okay, the kitchen doesn't have the star vaulted ceiling. It looks like was built after, so was an upgrade to the house maybe in the 80s or in the early 90s. Okay, so here it said garden in the advertising of the property, but as far as I see, it's a small yard, it's a small courtyard, backyard. I don't see a garden space. Obviously, it's an open space, maybe possible to have few plants, a bit of decoration. There is a tap with an outdoor tap, which can always be useful. And then we have the stairs leading to the roof terrace. Now, there are no pictures of the terrace, but again, terrace can always be, it's always an extra space. Okay, and then here we have the garage. Now, let me go back. I'm wondering if the entrance for the garage is from the backyard. We'll see later. Anyway, it's a quite spacious space, the garage. Okay, here they have a video. Let's watch the video together of the property. So here we are entering into the master bedroom with the star vaulted ceiling, which it looks nice. The blinds maybe needs new blinds. It's always possible to upgrade. All the upgrades are possible here, and you don't really need to modify the shape of the house because the major things are when you need to knock walls. Okay, from the corridor now we are entering in what is the dining room, but which I would use more just as a living room. Then here we have the bathroom. Okay, then from the living room we go into the small bedroom. Obviously, the small bedroom doesn't have windows because it's inside the house, which is kind of normal. Then we have this passage that goes through the kitchen. All right. Then here we have the backyard. Let's investigate. Okay, and from the backyard, the entrance to the garage, which again maybe can be used maybe as a bedroom in the future. I don't know. Can always be changed. It looks like there is an extra door from the. Let me go back. I don't know if this green is an extra door that leads to the terrace. Anyway, should be investigated a bit better. All right, so okay. All right, so now I'm back. Let me move my face. Uh, so we saw all the things that we had to see about the property, and now I want to go on Google Maps because they have the address. So it's possible to find out on Google Maps where the house itself is. Again, we are talking about this town, Racale, which is very close to Melissano, Taviano. We are close to the sea, beautiful beaches, one of the most um one of the most touristic destination. We are close to Gallipoli. So let's zoom in here. 1 second. Okay, so Racale, it looks, I can see already that it looks like it has a train station. So it's possible to, for example, from Melissano, there is the train going to Racale. I don't know which other direction is going the train, but again, we can see Torre Suda, which is one of the touristic places around with lovely sea and lovely beaches. Okay, so it's not really a small town, so you have all the services that you might need for food, for anything. Okay, now here we have the train station, Racale Alliste, which is also bus station. So maybe I don't know how many trains are passing by. I would rely more on the buses than the trains. But if there is a train station here, for sure there is the chance to go by train from Racale to Lecce. That's for sure. Okay, then we have all type restaurants, clothes shops, and any type of facility. Um, okay, now let's go to Via Macallè 31. Let's see where we are. So we are not very far from the train station. I see the train station here. So I'd say it's maybe 5 or 10 minutes by walk. And let's go to see Via Macallè. Let's see. Okay. So it says here that we are in Via Macallè 31. I see the number here, 31. Okay. So now I guess that okay, we can see the high ceilings because the star vaulted ceiling. So this is the main entrance. Now let me try to have another perspective. These are, so we are in Via Macallè again. So here, so it means the house anyway is a semi-detached house. It looks like it's free on three sides, on two sides, because okay, this is the house. This is the house itself. So this is the window that we saw from the living room, what I call the living room. But then I don't understand because let me see. Okay, so If this is the living room, this is the chimney for the kitchen. This is the space, what is called the outdoor space, the backyard, the garden, quite small. Okay, with the stairs that are leading to the terrace. And probably this is the entrance for the garage. Okay, looks a bit narrow. I'd say that I would try to make a second apartment here. To be honest, just one bedroom with a small bathroom, and I would just rent it out. If I have to, kind of, with is another entrance, I won't use it as a garage. For example, if I'm buying this house, obviously it's also possible to bargain to deal the price. Anyway, I find it an interesting property. For 62,000 euro, I'd say that this house is, for me, it's a bargain. I have to say, obviously, there's only one master bedroom that it's not the best, but it's to restudy the shape as well, to restudy the usage of the rooms. Anyway, my friends, then what else I can see here? I want to see one second the view from from the top. So basically, this is the house, which is free on two sides, with a little backyard. Okay. All right, my friends. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I think tomorrow or after tomorrow I will keep making videos about properties for sale uh, in this town, in Racale or Racale. Okay, so my friends, with the picture of the house here, so we saw of this beautiful bedroom. Okay, my friends, I wish you a lovely day and I'll see you here on Italy, a place to love YouTube channel to my next video. Bye for now. Bye.